Hello, SkyDivas. Welcome back. I know it has been a very long time since I have made a video. So much is just happening right now, and I really just haven't had the time or even the mental, have not even been in the mental space to even put anything else out there. I just been focusing on work. Even went back to school for a semester. It's just been a lot. So anyway, here I am. Since we have a little delay, so I have a little time to post a little something, not a lot. I am still here with my current airline. I know that I said in the beginning in my early videos that I would never, ever, that I was not ever going anywhere, ever, that I was content and they would have to, run me off the tarmac. Unfortunately, a lot of things have transpired, and there is a possibility that I may pursue other avenues. And not because I have an issue with my current airline, it's just some personal things happen in my life that I have to start thinking about my future and if this is going to be my lifelong career, if I'm going to actually retire from it, and I have a family, the things that I can potentially do with another company versus where I'm at now. Because I had a 5-year plan where I am now, but I'm kind of behind on that goal. And had those things transpired for me early on, then things may be different. But a couple of you know who followed my videos, you know that my daughter's father died of COVID in 2020, and that put a lot of strain and stress on me. Especially as far as her future in college and the things she's going to need. She's going to be approaching her senior year next year. So that's one of the things. And then in October, my mother was diagnosed with a terminal stage 4 cancer. And my daughter stays with my mother while I'm flying and while I'm working. And she is one of our biggest supports for this career. And so I started thinking, I'm like, okay, if you stay where you're at now with the money that you're making now and so many years, where you're going to be at. And I just found that I am going to always just like still be not check to check maybe, but not where I should be, especially at my age I am now. I made 50 in October of last year, so it's like I'm not exactly where I want to be or where I think I should be at this age. And will I be able to obtain those things if I stay where I'm at now in my current position with no type of promotion? And then COVID happened and it just screwed up a lot of stuff for everybody. So by all means, it has nothing to do with the company and where I'm at now. It's just so much has happened. Someone asked me before, are you going to apply for this particular airline or this particular airline, or have you applied? And let me tell you, it doesn't matter if you have experience or not. If the company doesn't see you fit for them, then it's just not a fit. I've said before that I've applied with one particular airline since I was in my 20s. And I've gotten a thanks but no thanks every single time, even up to this is 2022 now, so even in 2021 when they opened up and I applied and made it all the way to the face-to-face, it was a thanks but no thanks. I was not disappointed, I was not hurt, I was not upset about it, because I know what type of employee I am and what type of worker I am and what type of work ethic I have. And the recruiter just didn't see anything in me that she felt that fit with whatever they were looking for, and I'm okay with that. I never let that, get me down. And a couple of the other airlines I did apply for, I never even made it past the assessment. And there are people who never flown before who make it all the way there and get the job, and that is awesome. That's wonderful. So when I say it doesn't matter what's on your resume, it's all about you, the individual. However, I did get another CJO with another airline. and we'll see what happens. I don't know. You know, if I go through the training again, which I'm dreading, I won't post about it, of course, until after I graduated. I do feel like if that's the route that I take and I make it through the training and all over again, that I will be happy. Financially, I will be happy, and I can, you know, plan a future, you know, for me and my daughter. And we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I do feel like where I'm at now, that the company morale has been down. It's been very low. You know, people are unhappy, and I think COVID has a lot to do with that, because it has changed the dynamic in everything. You know, it's just crazy. The people who are getting on board, sometimes they're acting crazy, and then that makes you act crazy. You don't feel like getting up and going to work anymore. You're just like over it. It's just so much going on, and I get it. I understand. So I just wish we could get that back. I do miss that. I used to love getting up, going to work every day, and seeing who I'm going to fly with and what we're going to do in our overnights and everything. And now it's like you just never know who you're going to get and how that person is feeling, because things have changed so much. But we're still hiring. They're having training classes starting like almost like every week. I think the virtual training has completely stopped, so they're back to in-person training. I know that the recruiting events are back face-to-face. The training classes are back in class. No more half class, half virtual, I believe, which is great. I just wish that we can retain the new hires that come in. I was told, and this is what I was told, so don't quote me, because I didn't actually do this research on my own. It's just what I was told. So allegedly, that the company loses like $1 million every year from new hires that come, that they train, and then they quit within their first year. And I'm like, wow, that is a lot. And it could be for many reasons. It could be the job wasn't what you thought it was going to be. It could be that you just miss your kids, miss your husband, miss your boyfriends, miss being away from home. It could be that you really can't afford to be in another base other than your home. You can't afford a crash pad. You can't afford to commute. Commuting is really hard. It's extremely hard, especially right now. And a lot of people try to commute their first year and they get in trouble because they don't plan. And when I tell you it's strategic, it is strategic. Like if I choose to go with this other airline, it can be maybe 6 months to a year before I can get back home, and I'll have to commute. And 9 times out of 10, if that happens, I'll probably get an apartment or something somewhere, wherever I'm at, and split it with someone, because commuting is hard, especially now. Like this weekend, for instance, it's a winter storm, so it's delays all across the board. And depending if where you're commuting from, you know, your plane that you were going to be taking to get you to your base could be coming from, say, Dallas, Texas, and that airport is shut down. So now your plane can't get to you that you need to get you to your next base. You understand what I'm saying? So it is very hard with the commuting right now. So anyone that comes into this field, I really urge you to do your due diligence, do your research. You can't compare your struggles or non-struggles to someone else's. If someone says, oh, just get a crash pad, oh, just commute, oh, you can make this amount of money every month, just pick up trips on your days off. It's not that easy. It's no such thing as an, oh, just, no. okay? Because you don't know what your schedule is going to look like. You don't know if you're going to be working 6 days in a row. You're going to have one day off. So you don't have any time to pick up any trips on your days off. So what works for Sally may not work for you. Trust me, everybody is different. So don't think that you can just get a crash pad and all you gotta do is open a binder and there's a list of crash pads and you just call one and bam, you have a crash pad. A lot of bases don't even have crash pads. And then the ones that do are already full. So it's not that easy. So please do your due diligence before you get in this field, because we hate to lose you. And it is what it is. We lose so many new hires that first year because it is very hard. And I was told when I first started that if you make it through your first year, you're good as golden. And if you make it to your 5th year, you're probably not leaving. You're probably not going anywhere. This year will be 4 years for me. If I decide to stay, and if I leave, I think if I were to leave now would be the best time, because you're right, after 5 years, it's like, ugh, you know, who wants to go through that training again and then start that seniority all over again? I'm looking at my clock, trying to see how much time I have left, because I have to be downstairs. We should have left at 12:30, but our flight was delayed, so we're not leaving until 2:30. And I'm on Eastern time right now. But yeah, so please just do your due diligence and do your homework and do your research on every airline that you want to apply for. You know, if you want to go mainline, that's great. By the time you're my age, making mainline money, you'll be set. You'll be set. It'll be awesome. You just got to make it through that hump. Just got to make it through that first year, your probation, 6 months, whatever the company is. And once you make it through that, it can be so easy. It really can be. And I still love it till this day. I have no complaints. I get up no matter what time it is and try to go to work and look my best and be professional, because I really do enjoy my job. I'm not going to even call it a job. It's a career for me. This is my career. So I really take pride in what I do and how I look and how I present myself when I'm at work. So I just want to wish everyone well, good luck and much success in whatever it is you decide to do. Don't feel bad if you take a job at a regional airline and then you decide, you know, you want to go mainline. That's your personal choice, and more power to you. You know, only you can determine your path and what is right for you. So you don't owe anyone any explanation about your decision and the reasons, you know, why. However, for me, those were my whys. Those personal things that happened to me made me really sit down and look at my plan and the best decision that I can make for me. However, if it doesn't work out and for some reason I do go and I do not make it through training for whatever the reason is, I don't know if I'm going to try again until, if right now, maybe after my daughter graduates high school and goes off to college. But if something happens and I don't make it through, I'm going to wait until she finishes school and gets situated in college before I decide to make that transition again, because I really, really do love it. But I can honestly say that going on 4 years of traveling, like personal travel, I have not done much at all. Let's see, last year I went to Jamaica. The year before that, I didn't do anything. That was COVID. And then I went to Miami before. I went to LA before. Went to Baltimore for a visit. That's it. And so I haven't been anywhere really. I'm trying to think, have I done anything else? I don't think I've done anything else, like for personal, you know, just so you know, I must really love my job if I have all these benefits and I don't even utilize them and I'm just going to work. So I do think that with my next company, that I'm going to utilize it a lot more. I'll have more opportunity to use it a lot more. But we'll see, because I said that's what I was going to do, but I need to wait until my daughter gets situated with college, and then I'm going to utilize my benefits and start getting away and taking care of me and doing some things for me. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get up and get ready to get up out of here and finish packing my bag and getting dressed and everything for work. I just wanted to chime in and say hello and take care, and that I'm still here. I'm just working and just focusing on, you know, home, trying to get things situated in order. If by chance I do leave and I do go to the other airline and I pass training, I'll do an update once I get off probation. And we'll see what happens from there. So take care. Bye.